It's kind of embarrassing to admit, but my tires were not balanced correctly when I initially got the T37s and the new tires on the car a couple weeks ago. I thought, you know what? Actually, it was Christian, the guy with the S2000. He convinced me, since I bought the tires from Tire Rack, why don't I go to Discount Tire, which Discount Tire bought Tire Rack a couple years ago. Anyway, 3 of the 4 tires on the car were off balance. He said by like an ounce or something. So that's why I was feeling a little vibration, which I guess, I haven't told you guys that yet, but now I'm telling you. So, hey man, sometimes you go to a 5-star rated shop and it just still doesn't work out. What do you want me to do, man? What more can I do than go to the highest rated tire shop I can find in the Tampa area and still got screwed up? It sucks because I had to go all the way to Lakeland, which is, oh my god, dude, the freaking traffic on the way home is gonna suck. Well, let's see if the problem is fixed. So there's also something else that really sucks. Something awesome was supposed to happen this weekend. I was supposed to drop my car off to get the springs and the rigid collars installed. Well, I go to open up the box that I received in the mail like 3 weeks ago, and guess what? There are no rigid collars in there. So I spent all day just spewing. I spent all day like fuming, thinking that like Spoon ripped me off, or they just, they forgot to send the rigid collars. And I checked the tracking number, and the tracking number says delivered. I just called Spoon a few minutes ago. They open at 10 o'clock California time, so I couldn't call until 1 p.m. over here. We found out that the United States Postal Service tried to deliver the rigid collars on July 7th, okay? More than a month ago. And no one was home for the signature. You're telling me I didn't have to sign for the frickin' springs, but you required a signature for the rigid collars? I need to go try to find that little slip that they leave on your door, to reschedule delivery and stuff. My dad and I, we saw that slip. My dad's a postmaster. So my dad and I looked at that slip when we got back from whatever we were doing, and we're like, well, I can't figure out what this is for, because I looked at the box, the springs had been delivered, but I didn't open up the box because I'm an idiot, right? You should always open up your parts right when you get them to double check. I know, well, I didn't. What the hell do you want me to do, guys? It's just the freaking way I am. Dude, get this fucking dump truck away from me. Anyway, now I need to try to figure out where the hell these rigid collars are. It's gotta be the post office closest to my house, right? I should just call my dad. You know what? I'm gonna call my dad right now, give him the tracking number, and see if he can figure out where the fuck it is. Now I just need to get up to speed so I can see if these tires have really been balanced or not. Oh man. Oh, love this car so much. The way it pulls. It feels better. It definitely feels better. I think now I'm just feeling the shitty Florida roads. Yeah, it's definitely, I think it's fixed. I think we're good, boys. That was really bothering me, and I've been driving the BRZ all week. You know what? Actually, guys, I still don't think it's right. So instead of feeling the vibration in the steering wheel, now I'm feeling the vibration in the seat, like under my ass. Dude, the stuff in my passenger seat is shaking too. I don't know if the GoPro's gonna pick that up, but it's like I'm looking at my stuff and it's shaking. It's vibrating. All right, I need to know right now, has anyone dealt with an issue like this before? Because I've never dealt with an issue like this where I've tried to get the wheels balanced twice now, and the car doesn't seem right. Like, you know your car, you know what it feels like, and then when you get something done, you can instantly feel the difference. It still doesn't feel right, dude. Why can't anyone get this right? Is one of my wheels bad? And if one of my wheels is bad, how does someone even determine that? So I'm almost home. This is Dude, this is giving me anxiety. So when I get home, I'm gonna call Discount Tire and I'm gonna ask them to tell me what the numbers were for the balance. I don't know. Christian told me to ask that. I don't know what it means, but I'm gonna ask for the numbers. I don't know. All I know is that the car it feels bad. Like it feels like the Lexus when I bought it. So like progressively along this drive, maybe I'm honing in on it. I don't know if it's gotten worse since I left, but I'm honing in on it more, and I'm focused on it. It's not good. You can even feel it at low speeds. Like you can feel it, and you can kind of hear something. This is really bad and fucking annoying. Look at the stuff in my passenger seat. Look at my cell phone. God damn, guys. Every single thing, man. There's always something. I can name every single install I've done, or any single part that I put on where there's something, except for maybe one or two. Like what if I have to keep going to tire shops to try to get this fixed? What if one or more of the tires are bad? What if one or more of the wheels are bad? Like what is the problem? And in the meantime, that can't be good for like my suspension and, you know, the rest of the parts on the car, like the chassis, right? All that vibrating, that can't be good, right? Or am I overthinking that? Man, I have so much fucking anxiety right now. I hate this shit. At least they didn't charge me. And I'm not gonna fucking drive back to Lakeland. It's an hour drive each way. I'm not gonna make another 2-hour trip. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. Well, at least for now, what I can do is go try to get that package with the rigid collars. So apparently FedEx delivered the springs. I think I remember what happened. My parents were here. My parents had just flown in the day before. And the day after, we went somewhere. FedEx and United States Postal Service tried to deliver the boxes. Postal Service had the rigid collars, and FedEx had the box with the springs. They both left slips on the door. FedEx, I signed the FedEx slip, and I left it on the door. Because people aren't always home. Like, it's not practical to always, you know, be there when you need a signature for something. So FedEx came back like 2 days later to redeliver, and they saw the slip, they took the slip, and they left the package. Well, USPS never came back. Like you had to either go to the store, or you had to call and reschedule delivery or some stupid stuff like that. So my dad, I gave him the tracking number, and he found the post office that it's at, and it says it's slotted to be returned to the sender, but it doesn't look like they've actually put it in the mail yet to return to California. So right now, I'm gonna go try to get my rigid collars. What kind of a parking lot is this? Yeah, I got him, guys. That was probably a close call because they should have already sent those back to the sender. Imagine if these cars had a target top. That would be so cool. There. Oh, that was a bad downshift. I'm always practicing my downshifts, boys. Ooh. Yeah. Wonder what that means. What does that mean when it pops when you downshift? I mean, I could Google that, but can't Google it right this second, you know? Another thing too, this car drives so much better with the AC off. So for all my GR86 and BRZ boys watching, it's a huge difference in drivability. Like, it shifts so much better. I love taking this back road instead of taking like the 301 or the 75. It's really nice out here. Nowhere near as nice as Apopka. That's where I reviewed the S2000. That area was super nice. Like, I could do a group drive out there. All right, let's get some more practice. That was like 5 out of 10. That was like a 3 out of 10. I'm not gonna say this car is difficult to downshift, but I have a difficult time downshifting this car. I'm just used to Hondas. Like, my 9 gens downshift incredibly. Or I should say I could downshift them incredibly. This thing shifts like ass, dude. I don't care about shitting on the shifting of this car. It's really not good. It has a ton of rev hang, and I think it has like a really, really aggressive clutch delay valve. Because you'll put it in the next gear, and it's got like it's a weird thing at, like, for the first, you know, half second that it's in that next gear. It's really annoying. Okay, that was bad. That was bad too. Let's try second gear. That one was like a 7 out of 10. This guy in the Miata here just got a little squirrely. Too soon, Junior! Woo! Oh my god, dude. That thing is... Those things are painfully slow. Well, I was babying first gear and he floored it, dude, and it barely looked like he was moving. I don't even think I broke the speed limit there. I don't even think he did either. Oh, that's funny. Okay, here's the game plan with the wheels and the tires. I just called Discount Tire. They are open right now, but, you know, I don't know. Maybe if I would have known that they were going to be open all day, I would have gone early this morning. But anyway, I called and I said, hey, I was there yesterday to get my tires balanced for the second time. This is the whole story. I gave him the whole story, right? And he told me they have a road force balance machine. Now, a road force balance machine is a special machine. I couldn't explain to you exactly what it does. You can look that up for yourself, but it's like, if a regular balance doesn't, you know, fix it, then they usually, you know, end up doing a road force balance. I also did a bunch of research, and I'm on the civicx.com forum, and I see this post about hub-centric rings. Now, hub-centric rings are basically... So the reason why the Titan 7s, I think, work so well on my Type R is because Titan 7, they made those wheels, they make each of their wheels for a specific car. So that the hub on the back of the wheel, right on the inside of the car... Oh shit, you can't see. So the hub on the inside of the car matches up perfectly with the actual, like, component on the car. I don't know, dude, it's so tough to freaking explain, man. I am not an engineer by any means. So I told the guy on the phone everything, all, you know, the research I've been doing, all that type of stuff. And we figured out a game plan. I'm gonna make another appointment for next week. What I think I'm going to do, so that I don't have anxiety while I'm driving there, is I'm going to put the stock wheels and tires back on the Type R, throw the ones I have on right now in the trunk, and then they're first gonna try the road force balance machine. Then I'm gonna take the car, I'm gonna go down the road, go on the highway for a little bit. If that doesn't fix it, the road force balance, then I'm going to bring it right back. And this is the plan I talked about with the guy on the phone. I'm gonna bring it right back, and they are going to look at the specs of the wheel and try to find some hub rings that will close a gap if there is a gap between, like, the wheel and the hubs on the car. So either way, we're gonna get it fixed next week. We're gonna get it fixed, but it's Saturday, 3:25 p.m. and it's not gonna happen today or tomorrow. So if we end up doing all of that and it still doesn't fix the vibration, I don't know. I guess I really haven't thought about that. I don't know what I would do. I mean, if all these other people are running TE37s on their Type Rs, then, you know, and I haven't heard anything about this vibration issue, then it must be able to work somehow, you know. And another thing too, Christian told me he always asks for the most senior, you know, guy or girl to work on his car. He told me to do that. He's like, just ask for the most experienced person to work on your car. I mean, at this point, I don't give a fuck how that sounds. I don't give a shit if that offends anybody. Like, I have a problem with my car and I want to get it taken care of. This is going to be the third time that I'm going to get this issue handled. If anyone with a Type R has experienced this problem, please reach out to me, like, through Instagram. Instagram's the best way, and then we can talk. I would love some advice, because if I do in fact need the hub rings, then I might as well just like go in next week to my appointment and say, hey, you know, I did a bunch of research, it needs some, you know, some hub rings to fill in the gap or whatever it needs, but I want to get this issue taken care of ASAP, because, you know, there's other stuff I want to do with the car, there's other stuff I want to do with the BRZ, and this is giving me the Type R is my baby, guys. That's my baby. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and thanks for all the advice that I'm sure you're going to give me. I'm going to end the video with some footage that I couldn't fit in the S2000 review of me taking Christian for a ride in the Type R. I'll see you soon. I hope this all works out. You'll find out in the next video, I guess. Alright, take care. Making a video. Oh my god. It feels so different.
Cushy?
Putting in the clutch. I'm like going super slow.
It's weird, right?
Oh my god, yeah. You've ridden in FKAs before, right?
The only one I've ridden was Honda Pro Jason's car that he sold to a friend of mine.
Yeah, but that guy's making like 450.
Yeah,
horsepower.
yeah, it was crazy. But
okay.
I want to feel what stock turbo feels like.
Damn, I'm like shifting this thing all weird now.
Smooth, very smooth.
Yeah.
You have a comfort mode?
No, it's in sport.
It's in sport?
Yeah,
wow.
Dude, the tires, man.
Damn.
Huge difference.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll have to go for a ride again when I get the spoon springs on.
Yeah.
Put it in R mode.
Oh, yeah. The torque, man.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Oh my god, I haven't. That little bit of twisty.
Yeah.
You know how long it's been since I've had that?
Oh yeah.
I haven't gotten that once since I moved here.
There's a lot.
That wasn't even that much. But
yeah. There's a lot of roads like that around here.
Probably noticeably slower than that guy's car, right? What's his name? Jermaine or something?
It actually pulls pretty good.
We'll do a fourth gear pull at 4 grand.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, I
love
think
the smoothness of it.
Yeah, I don't think our cars would be that far off.
No, I've raced a full bolt-on, and again I get them at the initial hit, but then they end up walking me in the top end, of course.
Yeah, I mean the top end on this car is really good.
I'm so surprised how smooth it is. Yep.
Yeah.
Can't do that in Riverview, can you?
No, nowhere.
Nowhere.
I'd hit a pothole and the car would be destroyed, dude. The roads in Riverview, that area fucking
pretty
sucks.
nice.
So what do you think?
No, I like it a lot. Now, do you have factory mounts?
Factory engine mounts, yep.
What about training mount?
Yep, factory.
You want straight? I suggest at least a training mount.
Why is that?
Because between the shifts, it was pretty. I could tell it was struck. Like if you had a harder mount,
yep,
the shifts would be more precise. You wouldn't
like
hear
less
that.
Less of a rock.
Yeah, you wouldn't hear that bang.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what is that sound? That bang? Like when I just went from third to fourth, it did that.
It's just the rubber mounts giving out to its maximum potential. Just
okay.
Everything's rocking back and forth.
Okay. Maybe I'll look into mounts.
That third to fourth was very intense.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. It's weird because like sometimes it does that. It makes that loud like bang. Sometimes it doesn't.
Well, that was a good shift. That's why. It was a perfect shift. So it was intense.
Man, after you start making that Porsche money,
Yeah.
why don't you get one of these?
I want one of these now.
You want one of these now?
Yeah.
Have you wanted a Type R?
I thought they were funky a little bit in the beginning, but I'm used to them now. I wasn't used to the styling when it first came out.
Okay.
But then the FL5 came out, and that's a beautiful car.
Oh, you think that's beautiful?
Yeah. The rear end is still funky to me, but the front end is gorgeous.
See, I think there will be aftermarket options for the front bumper for sure. I mean, how many front bumpers do we have for the FK8? We have
A lot.
Varus, Spoon,
Mugen, whatever. However you want to say it.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, let me give you one request. That is a pronunciation of our brand name, Mugen. Some people call Mugen, but which is incorrect. The correct pronunciation is Mugen. Please pronounce Mugen, probably from today. Not Mugen, but Mugen.